here we go. Gonna make some little Christmas. Almost not morning, but that's all right. We're gonna turn some rough firewood into some little Christmas trees. Not live Christmas trees. I'm not even gonna cut anything. We're just gonna work with what we got and see what happens. The trees I made, I don't know when that was, a couple of weeks ago, were a hit. So we're gonna try and make some more and go from there. All right. I've always got to turn my heat off. Somebody remind me, I just did it. I only have one circuit in the garage, and if I leave the heat on, it blips every once in a while. So, I already have shavings in my shirt, which makes the rest of the afternoon at work not as fun. Zip this up. It's cold here. We're I don't know what temperature is, but it's chilly. Pat, did you record carving your spoon? Turned out halfway just posted my. Oh, okay. Posted it. All right, I'll check that out. All right, so I put tenons on both sides because I don't know which side is best for a tenon. So we'll just, as it's spinning, I can't tell. So, and I don't want to slow down. You know what I'm saying. All right, check this out. I spent all day Saturday organizing a shelf up here. Look at, I made some shelves for all my colored pencils and markers, my lathe accessories. But look at those colored pencils, almost organized by color. I'm so proud of myself. Like one layer deep, so I can always pick out the right color when I do tops. Maybe we'll use it for Christmas trees. Who knows? Probably should. Just like a little shading of color. Thank you, Lee. I thought it was. I was tired of saying, oh, I can't do colors because I don't have my pencils up here. I just did it. All right, so this end looks pretty good. This end's kind of cracked, so I don't know how deep those cracks go. I think I'm gonna make this the base because all the detail is up in this end. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we'll know for next time if it doesn't work out. I'm not good at carving, Pat. I've tried it. I'm not patient enough, I think. I want to take too big of cuts. Oh, look how smooth. I'm not sure what wood this is, but man, it's just so smooth to cut into it. Just getting my main parts set up. So last time I drilled a hole in the top of the tree, and and then put the ornament as a separate part. This time, I think I'm going to try to make it one piece. See how it turns out. Sorry about that noise. It's annoying. So the reason I liked doing where I would drill the top and make a little ornament to stick in is this, if it breaks, like you can't really put another one in. Hopefully it wouldn't break, but it's going to be fragile. But I guess that's what Christmas ornaments are, so I'll keep going. And everything's going to be from right to left, because once I'm done with this, I don't want to go back there unless I'm sanding. If I try to cut, it'll just knock that off. Mike Stanifer's in. Hey, Mike. The closer we get to the trunk, the less vibration we're going to hear. Not too bad. Not too bad. Malcolm Douglas is in. HO Train Guy is in. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's do a little bit of sanding. Not too much. Doesn't look too bad. This is getting a little, this is where I said it was split and kind of rough. So I'll have to do some sanding there. I think the rest of it looks pretty good. That one looks a little big. I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. Get this centered up. Oh, it's a little better. All right, now this is fairly light wood, so I think it's going to take some color. I'm not going to do, usually when I do color, I put CA glue finish. I'm not going to do that because this is firewood and it's probably not completely dry. So I'm going to use two different colors of green. I'm going to do this ornament on top with yellow, and let's use some brown. And look how quick I picked out those colors, because look at that organization I did on Saturday. Isn't that amazing? I love it. That makes it so much easier. This is so hard to put the camera where I want it. All right. So I'm going to do darker green as like a shadow. Kind of fade it. Just like that. Running out of pencil here. Let me sharpen this real quick. All right, and then I'm going to go back with the lighter pencil and fade it. Now I'm going to coat this with some wax, my abrasive paste, and most of the color is going to come off, but it should leave it a little bit, just kind of like a stain almost. If you wanted to do this, I don't sell my stuff, but if you wanted to sell them, you could probably leave it like this, I would imagine. But like I said, I don't sell my stuff. Now, I'm going to get some paper towel, my abrasive paste. If you ever want a lid to stay where you put it, put a magnet there, and your lid won't fall off. Okay. So half. This won't take a lot. Do. So part of this is going to polish it. The other part's going to kind of meld those colors together. You can see them kind of coming off in the wax, which is fine. That's kind of what I want. Okay. All right. All right, that looks pretty good. Hopefully we'll still see a little line there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Hopefully we'll still see some wood grain. I'm just going to keep going to new paper towel so we don't get our colors too much more faded and mixed, but I want to get all that wax off. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's cut it off. Put my pencils back where they go. That actually looks pretty cool. I didn't think it would turn out this nice with the shading, but I like that. I really like that. What do you guys think? I don't know. Wax crayons? No, colored pencils, which I guess basically are wax crayons. I don't know what they use for the color lead. It's just colored pencils from my new colored pencil tray, or whatever you call it, basket that I made. But I kind of like this. That's nice. The base could have been a little bit smaller, probably, the inside and the outside. But I don't know, everyone's different. Like when you make these, I find that if I try to make them all the same, they all look different anyway, but it looks like I tried to make them the same. So if I make them different completely, then they look different. It looks like it was intentional. All right, that's nice. We're gonna make some more of these. I got to get back to work. I do this over my lunch break. It's 11:45. That gives me enough time to get cleaned up and head back to work. So we're going to be making some more of these all week to give away, and maybe some for Christmas presents. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll give them out at Thanksgiving. So, all right. That's going to do it. Don't forget, you are loved, you have purpose, and you have value. Let me find there we go. Thanks for watching. All right, and we will see you tomorrow. God bless.